enter one chance, I swear, now go with the go so. Yes, men, they kill us every day, for them busy, they campaign again. After they failed all the promises they made, oh, then they praise themselves. Why the masses were supposed to give them the praises, we they here they run to. Move it down. I blame it on the religious leaders. I blame it on the traditional rulers. People were supposed to fight for the people, they don't compromise. Shame on the rebellious brothers. People will cry with us during answers. Today them don't join those oppressors, they eat jello. Something on the smell. Very soon now we go perceive them. We have up where this government they cause my time bomb. It go soon explode. Revolution they come more. It is very close and they feel more. When the power of the people we triumph, the power of the people in power. They no even care, they no even send. Say the people they die of hunger. Hungry dog is an angry dog. One day you go bite the owner. Idle man is the devil workshop. Many youths for Nigeria no good job. And the country the youths got no future. The country is gone, that's on period. Move it up. I blame it on the judiciary leaders. I blame it on the electoral officials. People were supposed to save the nation, but they collect it private. Shame on the armed forces. People were supposed to protect the masses. One of them they shoot us anytime they hear our voices.
ụfọdụ nọ n'ụzọ ije ha anaghị alọta ụlọ ọzọ nne na nna wee na-ata ahụhụ wee na-ata ikikere eze nwaanyị konye ka ọ gaa ubi gaa rụọ ọrụ Fulani chiri ehi bata ebe ala ihe niile okwu ebepụ ya isi anyị pụta anyị kpọpụ onye nwaanyị n'ugwu Awụsa ahụ ejide anyị wee gbuo ihe ọ bụ anyị mara aka n'ime ha si maka ha aga n'ihu elekwa ọdụ ụgbọ mmiri n'igwe ọcha bụ ememiri ọya nke dị na Kalaba otu aka ahụ anyị na-ala nsọ ebe Biafra ebe ndị kọstọm sokwenye anyị n'etiti anyị anọghị n'ime mmiri kama kọstọm jiri ebe niile ha wee na-ata anyị ahụhụ anyị kwuo sịpụta anyị ka kpọchie anyị kwuo ekwa sịpụta anyị ka gbagbuo anyị onye nwe anyị na Chineke na nke bi n'igwe ọ bụ ụzọ dị anya ka isi na-ebu ndị iro anyị anya wee karịa ndị nke gị akwa anyị bụ ụmụ Chineke akwa ọba aha anyị ka anyị na-aza akwa ọba anyị nwe na-aza ike Chukwu akwa ọba anyị nwe na-aza amara Chineke akwa ọba anyị nwe na-aza Chisom akwa ọba anyị nwe na-aza Chizoba nna nke dị nsọ onye ime eluigwe dịka otu onye iro dị na anyị bụ ụmụ gị bịa ka iwe zọpụta anyị bịa ka iwe napụta anyị n'aka ọjọọ ihe bịa ka iwe lụọrọ anyị ọgụ bịa ka iwe tetu ozu ọ bụ ọkọwa mgbe emilere Goliath Chineke nna nke igwe ruo ememila Fero sikwa otu a mee ka Fero ka ọ guzo n'ihu ụmụ ndị anyị ga-ebite o wee taa akọkọ igiri ọtọ ọzọ ị ga na-edu anyị n'ụzọ niile nke ezi omume ọ bụla adịghị na anyị na-aga ndagwurugwu onyinye ọnwụ ọ bụbụ nwa bụ ekegere n'igwe n'ụwa onye ọbụla kere gị nweghị mmalite nweghị ọgwụgwụ kama anyị nwe anyị gwa anọkwa ahụ ofu ụbọchị anyị ga-anwụ n'ezie kama ma akpọ na okwu gị na-anọgide ego mgbe ebighị ebi ọ bụ ya mere anyị ji were gị n'anya isi anyị wee na-asị nna nke dị nsọ bịa ka iwe gosi anyị Biafra na ndụ na-abụghị n'ọnwụ bịa ka iwe mee ka ebe gị na amara gị wee kpuchiri anyị ka uwe bịa ka iwe zọpụta ndị nke gị bịa ka iwe mee ka Biafra wee bịa ka anyị na-ewetụta na nsọpụrụ na ịja mma site n'aha gị onye bụ Chukwu nke abịa ma
Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for joining us. I appreciate you. I thank you for joining us on a very quick one. A very quick one. It is Sunday, and you know it is a celebration time. Many people are busy with their activities, but I thank those who are able to join us on this program. I appreciate you. Please like and share as you join. I'm not going to take much of your time. It's going to be a very quick one. A very quick one as we are preparing for the new year. As we are preparing for New Year, we don't need to forget whom we are. We don't need to forget why we are here. We don't need to forget the battle that is before us. That is why we must continue to talk. We must continue to speak. We must continue to air our opinion, regardless what the world wants to say, regardless what the world is thinking. Whether they believe us or they don't believe us, we will continue to air our opinion. So wherever you are, I urge you to log in and invite someone to join you also on this program. It is just an awareness program, a warning and a kind of encouragement as we proceed into the year 2026. The year 2026 is already here. It's already here. So every one of us have to prepare ourselves for what is coming. It is not going to be business as usual. A lot of things are going to happen. So many things are going to change. And you need to get prepared. Every one of us need to get prepared. If you think it's a joke, it is not a joke. You think it's a child's play, it is not a child's play. So many things are going to happen with the action that was taken by the United States of America. More things are going to happen. Expect more things. But while those things are happening, we don't have to be afraid. We don't have to run away from our responsibility. We don't have to stop talking. We have to continue to talk. We have to continue to shout. We have to continue to air our opinion. We have to continue to say our views. So no matter what the enemies say, no matter the angle they come from, no matter what they share, no matter what they present, we must continue to speak our mind. We must continue to speak our mind, and we must continue to set the record straight. So I welcome everyone that have joined us in this very quick broadcast. And I still continue to wish people Merry Christmas. We are still in the Christmas mood while we wait for the new year. While we wait for the new year, the Christmas mood is still on. while we wait for the new year. So wherever you are in that contraption, wherever you are, if you are in Biafra land, you must be prepared and very prepared wherever you are. You must prepare yourself, you must get ready, you must not allow anything to distract you. It does not matter what happens, it doesn't matter what the enemies are saying, it doesn't matter what they say or what they do. What matters is what you yourself you do. So what we do have a lot of things, has a lot to do with what happens. So we must continue to air our opinion. We must continue to speak. We must continue to educate. We must continue to encourage. That is why we're here, and we will to speak about these very issues. On the attack that happened, a lot of informations are still coming out. Many details are still coming out. So as those details come out, we will try as much as possible to also bring them forward for the people to see. We will bring them forward, and that is why we are here. That is what we are doing. That is what we will continue to do, to make sure that people are informed. We will make sure that people are informed about the situation, the true situation of things. That is why we're here. So whatever day that comes, we get people involved. We let our people know what is happening. As you all know, the contraption called Nigeria is not going to get any better. And in fact, it's going to get worse. It's going to get worse. That is why wherever you are as a Biafran, you must prepare yourself. Get yourself prepared for what is coming. Some of us, when we talk about these issues, they don't take it serious. Some of us think it's just a joke. It is not a joke. It is not a joke. My brothers, my sisters, this evening, wherever you are watching us from, today is not like any other day. Every day is special on its own. Today is not a rally. Today, we're not speaking as a kind of shouting or slogan. Today is the last Sunday of the year. The last Sunday of the year. And it is very significant. The last Sunday of the year. The last Sunday of the year. And we are presenting our last sermon of the year. You know, every Sunday we present our Sunday sermon. So this is our Sunday sermon that I can't afford to miss. That is why I am here. And on the day like this, we do not lie to ourselves. On a day like this, the last Sunday of the year, we don't lie to ourselves. We do not deceive each other. We do not hide behind emotions. No, we will not do that. We're not going to hide behind emotions. Tonight, we speak truth. This night, we're going to speak truth. And I hope that you will bear with me, be patient, and let us talk as brothers and sisters. Let us reason together. Let us express ourselves, those of us that are genuinely seeking for our freedom. May Chukwu Kabiam, God of truth and justice, search our heart tonight. Give us clarity where there has been confusion, wisdom where there has been noise, and courage where there has been fear. Let the reflection correct us, not condemn us. Let this truth strengthen us, not scatter us. And let the coming year find us with wiser than we are before. So we pray in the name of Chukwu Kabiam. So my fellow Biafrans, wherever you are, I urge you to please exercise a little patience. Do not allow anyone or anybody to distract you the year has been with a lot of interesting things that happens. And we are going to try as much as possible this very evening to speak and encourage ourselves, because we need that encouragement. We need that encouragement because a lot is going to happen. A lot is going to happen in the coming days. A lot is going to happen. And we need to be prepared. Every one of us need to be prepared for what is coming. That is why every time when I come here, I don't come on this platform to make people scared. I don't come here to frighten you. I do not come here to discourage you. I do not come here to try to bamboozle you or to force you into something that you do not agree with. No. What I do here is to encourage Biafrans and to remind you of important things that you are not paying attention to. That is my duty here, and I will continue to do so. Whenever we preach this our message, if it doesn't go well with you, I'm sorry, we can't help you. When you can't handle it, you just try to be patient and log off and wait until when it suits you, then you can join us. So I urge every one of us that is here, we are going to do this together. Remember, our program is always an interactive section. A section where we interact with Biafrans across the world. We interact with each other. We allow people to speak their mind, express themselves. Everybody is entitled to their opinion. You are entitled to your opinion. You must not agree with everything we say. But in that disagreement, even if you disagree, respectfully disagree. You don't have to hate us. We don't have to hate you. We don't need to fight each other. We don't need to insult each other. We just need to express ourselves and encourage each other. And that is exactly what we are doing in this platform. And we will continue to do. The people who are with us for a long time has known what we stand for. In this platform, we do not instigate violence. We don't preach hate. We don't attack people. We focus on things that matters. And today, the last Sunday of the year, we are here presenting our last sermon of the year. And it is nothing but word of encouragement and calling attention of our people to pay attention to what is happening. A lot has already happened and more is going to happen. But in the midst of all these that are happening, we will continue to air our opinion. We will continue to call the attention of the people. We will continue to make sure that our voice is heard. So wherever you are and you are watching this very program, just be patient with us. Be patient with us, and we will try as much as possible to present matters in the way that you can understand. So as I said in the beginning, I'm not going to waste your time. It's going to be a very short program, and we will call it a day. My fellow Biafrans, the people of God, wonderful people, lovers of freedom across the world, the hard truth about 2025 is what we are going to talk about. 2025 has ended, but there's some hard truth about it. The people. 2025 was not the year many of us expected. 2025, it was not the year many of us expected. So many of, more especially the Biafran people, there are so many things we expected. We never expected at 2025 that our prime minister will not be with us. We never expected at 2025 that Mazen Nandekan will still be in the nation. We never expected at 2025 that Nigeria will still be in charge of Biafran territory. We never expected that in 2025 that we are still going to be crying online and shouting and going in fear. We never expected that. We had passion, yes. We had numbers, yes. We had noise, plenty of it. But passion without strategy is exhausting. Noise without direction is confusion. And numbers without discipline becomes weakness. These are what we experience in 2025. So as we are going forward, we need to do things differently. Let us be honest tonight. we need to be honest to ourselves. We underestimated global politics. We underestimated global politics. Some of us, many of us, we underestimated global politics. We overestimated emotional momentum. That is what happened. We overestimated emotional momentum. We ignored internal disunity. We confused outrage with organization. These are the weaknesses we had in 2025. A struggle does not fall because things are not done right. These informations are very important. A struggle does not fail because the cause is wrong. We must pay attention. Struggles do not fail because the cause is wrong. It fails when the approach is weak. When the approach is weak, that is how struggles fail. It doesn't fail because the cause is wrong. So when you see the weaknesses we are seeing today, things we are seeing today, or we have not been able to achieve our demand, we are not able to see things we want to see, it is not because we are pursuing a wrong cause, no, but it is because our approach is weak. The approach that we are using today is weak, very, very weak. So in 2026, we need to do something differently. And until we admit this, that the way we are doing things, the approach is weak, until we admit this, we will repeat the same cycle every year. This message, I said, it is not to attack anybody, but to call our conscience, call our attention as we are entering into 2026. We have to prepare to do things differently. We have to be prepared. Be very prepared to do something differently. I want to say this carefully but clearly. Not every setback comes from the enemy. Every one of us, you must know that it is not every setback you see in this struggle that came from the enemy. Some of the setback come from the inside. Some of the setback that the struggle today, the Biafran actualization is facing, is coming from the inside. Something like ego over unity, insult over intelligence, division over discipline, social media bravado over real structure. These are the problems we have faced in the past and need to be tackled in the year that we are entering. We must pay attention. Remember, this is a time of making resolution, a time of thinking and knowing where you have fallen to make necessary corrections. That is why I am making this last sermon of the year. We are still in the mood of celebration. I'm not supposed to be here, but it is important that I make this very program. Very, very important. This point is very important and we must pay attention to it. Not every setback comes from the enemy. So many challenges we are having in this struggle didn't come from the enemy. So many setbacks we have didn't come from the enemy. Most of the problems we have, the setback we had in this very struggle came from the inside. From the inside. And what are those setbacks from the inside? Ego over unity. Insult over intelligence. Division over discipline. Social media bravado over restructure. These are the challenges we face, and we need to correct it in 2026. Every single one of us, we need to prepare ourselves to correct these problems. in 2026 so that we don't repeat the same cycle over and over and over again. 2025, we fought each other more than we studied the system we are facing. We spend much time fighting each other more than spending time to study the system we are facing to bring down. A movement that spends all its energy attacking itself will have nothing left to confront oppression. We exhaust all our energy on fighting each other, on focusing ourselves. At the end of the day, when it comes to focus and channel energy to the enemy, nothing is left. We are exhausted already. This is what happened to us in 2025. And I pray in the name of Chukwu, it will not happen to us again in 2026. We spent most of our time, most of our program, online, offline, attacking each other, demonizing each other. And after doing that, we get exhausted. And when it comes to the real challenge that every one of us need to focus and fight, everybody get tired. Nobody have the energy anymore to focus. It is a problem. And we don't have to repeat that in 2026. Truth is painful, but lie are fatal. Truth is painful, but lies are fatal. We must be very careful. The information we are passing and the way we are passing the information and where we are getting it from. I have said it in many of my programs that the world does not run on emotion. This is a global reality. The world does not run on emotion. I have said it several times. Many of us, we are more emotional than being real. We operate based on emotion. Majority of us that are in this struggle, so emotional to a fault. And that did not do well for us. It doesn't do well for us. My people, I want you to listen carefully. So those of you that are listening, I want you to pay attention and share this information to everyone that is close to you as we're entering into 2026. The world does not operate sympathy. It operates on interest. Just like you see the United States coming today to intervene. It is not just about helping you. United States have to protect their own interest also. That is how the world works. That is how the world works. There must be an interest there must be an interest to protect. Without an interest, they can't do nothing. We should not cover our eyes or ears on this. There must be interest. But in the quest of pursuing their interests, it falls to our favor, and we will use that opportunity to get what we want. The world does not operate on sympathy. It operates on interest. Global power do not intervene because of hashtag. Just because you made a hashtag, they intervene. No. They move when their interests are threatened or aligned with your own interests. When their interests are threatened or aligned, that is the only time they move. And we must put that in our head and stop being too emotional whenever something is happening. All we need to do is to position ourselves properly, just like what the United States is doing today in Nigeria. As the United States is pursuing their interests, it is our own duty to also chase our own interests, use this opportunity. Our interests will definitely align with the interests of the United States. And at the same time, that is how you end up getting an alliance. When your interests align with the interests of the global community, you end up finding yourself in alliance even when you don't even expect it. This great opportunity that is now available, we must focus on it. Don't get distracted like we did in 2025 as we enter into 2026. We are entering in with a very good note. United States have come out openly. United States is now openly pursuing an interest, a global interest, which also is their own interest, and also partially our own interest. So it's an opportunity for us to have a meeting point. Global power do not intervene because of hashtag. They move when their interests are threatened or aligned. So when we speak about current US involvement in Nigeria, we must speak with maturity, not excitement. As we are talking about the United States of America strike or involvement in the zoo today, we must speak with maturity, not excitement. Some of us, we are just excited and we go to bed and sleep. You come online, you shout, oh, US attack, US did it. And you shout, no, no, no. Think about your own part. Think about your own security. Think about your own advantage. Think about your own interest in that very thing that is happening. Foreign intervention is not salvation. It is strategy. Theirs, not ours. Their own strategy, not ours. But we can force our own strategy into theirs and at the same time get what we want. We must be very careful. Speak with maturity, not just excitement. Not just excitement. These informations are very important because of where we are today. As we are entering into 2026, we will not be doing what we are doing before. Foreign intervention is not salvation. Take it from the bank. Including the intervention that the United States is doing today, it is not salvation. It is strategy. Theirs, their own strategy, not ours. But at the same time, we can align into it and get what we want. So don't get overexcited and forget doing your own part. Don't just go and begin to shout, oh, they have bombed it, and you forget doing your own homework. If we do not understand this, we will misinterpret every signal and celebrate things that were never meant for us. We will end up celebrate things that was not meant to us, things that don't favor us, things that doesn't even have anything to do with us. We must be careful, align ourselves properly, and do our own work. Do our own homework. Don't just get happy, rejoicing unnecessarily, and you lose your guard. Let me be very clear tonight. I want you to pay attention. Let's be very clear. US involvement in Nigeria does not automatically mean justice. It does not automatically mean justice. It does not automatically mean liberation. It does not automatically mean support for any agitation. You must take that to the bank. Put it at the back of your brain. While you continue to chase what you are chasing, don't go to sleep. The US invasion, the US intervention, the US involvement in Nigeria does not automatically mean justice, nor liberation, nor support for any agitation. It means Nigeria has entered global calculations. Nigeria has entered global calculations. But we can capitalize on this period. The global community is focused on Nigeria. We can achieve a lot in our agitation. We can make our voice can be heard more. We can align with the agenda, force them to go into something that is going to favor us. That is where we must have to pay attention to. It means Nigeria has entered global calculation. And when global power enters, they can. When they enter, they come with conditions, leverage, consequence. Those who think this is a miracle are not reading history. Those of us who think it's a miracle, you don't read history. Follow events, how it happened in other countries, in other nations. Follow events. Those who panic are also not reading history. What is required now is sobriety. That is what is required. Sobriety. And we must be very careful at this point in time. 2025 taught us lesson we did not want. 2025 taught you and I lesson that we did not want, but needed. We needed to learn those lessons. We don't want those lessons, but we needed it. The lessons we learned in 2025. Organization beats outrage. Discipline outlasts emotion. Global politics is not moral, it is strategic. Don't put morality. When you are talking about global politics, it has nothing to do with morality. These are lessons we learned in 2025, and we must put that lesson in our head at every point in time. If in this 2026 is very strategical. Result of everything that happened in 2025, you're going to see it in 2026. You must have to be prepared. Including this attack, the ISWAP, the ISIS, they are not already recruiting. They are recruiting. Before I came online, I saw videos where they are recruiting. They are gathering to make an attack. We learned a lot of lessons, and we have to apply the lessons we learned in 2025 in 2026. Organization beats outrage. Discipline outlasts emotion. This is what we learned. Global politics is not moral, it is strategic. It has nothing to do with morality. A divided government invites manipulation. When the government is divided, manipulation will creep in. Preparation matters more than prediction. These are the lessons 2025 taught you and I. It's left for you if you have learned this lesson or not. But if we have learned this lesson, 2026 is going to be different for you and I. We will not come online and make noise. We will not fail again. We will not see the same thing repeating itself. And I will take it again for you not to forget. You can go back and watch this video over and over again because these informations are important. Repetitions are for emphasis. That is why I repeat some words again and over again. Lessons we did not want but needed. Those lessons, number one of the lesson we learned is that organization beats outrage. We learned that discipline outlasts emotion. We also learned that global politics is not moral. There is nothing like morality in global politics, but it is strategic. We learned that a divided government invites manipulation. Manipulation. We also learned that preparation matters more than prediction. These are the lessons of 2025 in this our journey. If you didn't learn any lesson, I'm sorry. At least I'm reminding you, go back and look what we have gone through. Look what we have passed through in 2025. And then join us in 2026 and make sure we don't repeat the same thing. If we do not learn these lessons, then the year only passed. It did not teach us anything. But every year is supposed to be a lesson. If we didn't learn these lessons that I just mentioned, if none of you learned this lesson I just mentioned, it means that the year only passed. It did not teach us anything. And that is bad for us in this very job. It is bad. In the coming year, a lot is expected. As we step into a new year, let us lower our hype and raise understanding. Let us lower our hype and raise understanding. Let us replace noise with knowledge. Replace speed with strategy. Replace anger with awareness. Replace emotion with endurance in 2026. This is going to help us a lot in this journey. I want you to listen to this message with an open heart. You might hate me, you might not like me. It doesn't have anything to do with likeness of anybody, of any person, of any group, of any individual. This is an open message. I want you to listen with an open heart. In 2026, every one of us in this journey of restoration of Biafra, we must put our hands together. Replace noise making with knowledge, wisdom. Replace speed with strategy, not running fast to do this and that. Strategy, replace that speed. Speed, replace it with strategy. Anger. Some people are sometimes in 2026, you can see that many people are angry. Many people, even when they speak, when they come to a program, when they talk, you will see the anger written all over the statement they are making. Come to a broadcast, you see anger written all over the broadcast. Most time, this anger against their brother, against their sister, against themselves. In 2026, we must replace anger with awareness. Awareness creation. 2026 has to be about awareness creation. We need to replace emotion with endurance. 2025, we are so emotional. Some people cannot even have patience of 1 minute to understand what you want to say, or to do. They won't even have the patience to wait and ask you to explain what you are saying. They are so emotional. People are so emotional that some, even when they don't understand what you are, they misinterpret you, they misquote you. In 2026, we need to replace those emotions with endurance. Endurance. Try as much as possible to be patient and endure. In 2026, the coming year will not reward the loudest voices. Did you hear me? The coming year will not reward the loudest voices. It will reward the wisest minds. 2026 is going to reward the wisest mind, not the loudest voice. Not how loud you shout, not how loud your noise is, but the wisest minds. Wisdom is needed in 2026. With everything that is happening in Nigeria today, with all the things we are seeing, that more results are going to come, more are going to happen. Wisdom is needed in 2026, not noise. Not noise. And there is a warning. Here is the warning. A movement that refuses to reflect is a movement preparing to collapse. Reflection is important. Reflection. When you're in a movement, at the end of the year or at a point in time, you reflect to what you have done right and wrong, to mistakes. Each and every one of us have to reflect, every one of us. A movement that refuses to reflect is a movement preparing to collapse. But there is hope. And here is the hope. A movement that corrects itself can rise stronger than before. A movement that corrects itself can rise stronger than before. We are not finished, but we must be better. We must be better. In 2026, we must be better. We must be better. There is no two ways. There is no two ways. Not like maybe or maybe. We must be better in 2026. As this year ends, do not ask only what happened to us. Don't ask what happened to us only. Ask yourself, what did I learn in 2025? From January to December. Ask yourself, what did I learn in this struggle? What did I learn in this agitation? What did I learn? Then ask yourself, what must I unlearn? What are the things that I learned that I need to unlearn? There are certain things that we need to unlearn. Ask yourself, within yourself, ask yourself, identify those things that you need to unlearn and unlearn them. Ask yourself, how can I contribute wisely, not emotionally? This one is very important. Ask yourself, personally, ask yourself, how can I contribute wisely, not emotionally? Emotion have done a lot of damage in the cause of Biafra. Emotion has done a lot of damage. So many mistakes that I made today is based on emotion because people are too emotional. That is why so many mistakes that I made have been made. Many Biafrans are so emotional. Once you mention Biafra, once you talk Biafra, you call myself Nandekanamas Simon Ever. People are too emotional. Ask yourself, how can I contribute wisely, with wisdom, not emotionally? Because the next phase will demand maturity. 2026 will demand maturity. It will demand maturity. My fellow Biafrans, lovers of freedom across the world, God of justice, I pray that God of justice will carry us into the new year. I pray that Chukwu Okike Abiam, the God of justice, will carry us into the new year with wisdom, not illusions. Unite us with understanding, not blind loyalty. Not blind loyalty. Teach us patience, discipline, and truth. And may the coming year find us prepared, not just hopeful. May 2026 find us prepared. 2026 may each find us prepared, not just hopeful. Not just that we are sitting back and we are hoping. No. May 2026 find us prepared, not just hopeful. In the name of Chukwu Okike. I appreciate every one of you that have been part of us on this program. This is my message of the last sermon of the year, and it is very important. I thank everyone who were able to make it. I know people are busy with one program or the other, one assignment. I know that, I understand. But those who are going to watch later and the people who are watching now, I pray that Chukwu Okike will give you wisdom that is needed in 2026. A lot is happening in Nigeria and more is going to happen. The terrorist attack is going to continue. As at yesterday, there was an attack in Nigeria again. The terrorists are running, in fact, they are still attacking. So don't think it's over. The United States have made a move that they made. It's not going to end there. A lot is still going to happen. And of course, you know what's going to be the end. Already, they are already making it to be a Christian-Muslim issue. That is what it's going to be. And at the end of the day, who are the people that are going to be attacked? It is you, the Biafran people. Because you are the people that are known to be the Christians. You are the ones. But I pray that Chukwu Okike Abiam will be with us, guide us, protect us, and never allow the will of the enemy to happen in our life. So, my fellow Biafrans, before we round up the program, I would like to bring, uh, not to bring in one of their conventional media program. As you all know, every time we always bring in their conventional media, and we show what is happening and the discussions that is still going on the attack that happened. So we will continue to share those information with you. Let us hear what they have to say on this very program.
And we're delighted to have joining us live from Kaduna State, former governor of that's Sokoto State, Senator Aminu Tambuwal. Thank you so much for joining us on Newsnight and compliments of the season. Well, let me start by asking you first off, because you have reacted to the storming or striking or bombing of Sokoto State, Tambuwal for that matter. You've asked people to be calm and that you've been in talks with the authorities. What are you learning so far? First off, let me get your reaction to this strike in collaboration with Nigeria. And what is the outcome of your findings so far?
Thank you very much, Madam Ngozi, and compliment of the season. I did call for greater collaboration and support for the government of Nigeria and government at all levels some 6 days back. And only last night and through this morning, we woke up to have heard from various sources about these strikes. I issued a statement, as you have rightly said, calling for calm and support to security agencies as we all face these challenges. I've been very clear in my earlier statements and position that terrorism and terrorists are nobody's friends, and we must avoid giving it any political or religious connotation. The narrative should be about securing lives and properties of Nigerians, and not any particular section or any religious belief. This is a collective war for Nigeria and by Nigerians and its friends. So this should be very clear. I have been in touch, as I did say, with the topmost of security forces in Nigeria, and the information I got was that the target was actually not Jabo in Tambo local government, but an enclave in Tangaza local government of Sokoto State, which of course is not part of my senatorial district. And I recollect that while serving as governor of Sokoto State, we have had issues of Nakurawa in the same sub-area of Sokoto, in particular Tangaza and Budu, and to some extent Binji local government area of Sokoto State. And we carried out through in the joint operations with the Army, DSS, and other security forces, very effective and coordinated operation against Nakurawa, and they were pushed back, and not much was heard from them up until recently, about last year or a year ago. So I am still maintaining my position on advising our constituents to remain calm and give maximum support and cooperation to the security agencies so that we possibly can get to the end of this menace.
It's interesting, I mean, when you say that you actually do have cause to believe that there are sleeper cells based on previous activities of Nakurawa in Sokoto State there, because many have been asking and wondering why did the strike happen in Sokoto and not in Borno or Zamfara in the northeast. That's the eye of the storm as far as the activities of terrorists is concerned. But do you believe that the U.S. with Nigerian military forces can actually achieve the set objective to actually flush out these terrorists and restore peace?
Well, I will take that with some mixed reaction. If we go by the history of such operations as carried out by the U.S. in some parts of the world, I am very, very concerned. We must be very, and if the history is anything to go by, it has not been able to effectively achieve much in some of the areas that they carried out such collaborative efforts. However, it is important that we understand that this is not a religious war, this is not an ethnic war, this is about our country and securing our country. So help may come from unexpected quotas. What we need to do is to make sure that no hidden agenda is pursued in the pursuit of this fight against terrorism.
So, would you agree then with Sheikh Gumi, the Islamic scholar, who has asked the federal government to halt any further cooperation with the U.S. Immediately, saying that, look, U.S. is not in a position really to intervene in security issues in Nigeria. He actually prefers countries like Turkey, Pakistan, and of course China, who he says don't have their hands stained in blood. Do you agree with that? Should Nigeria withdraw this cooperation formally?
Well, Sheikh Gumi is entitled to his own opinion. I've said my own, that we should seek for help where we can get genuine help and without any undertone. And I don't think I need to go beyond that.
This collaboration between the United States and Nigeria, when it was first announced, of course, when Trump declared Nigeria a country of particular concern, and all the drama that happened did go on, and finally there seemed to be a situation where Nigeria and the US were on the same page. But is this the complexion of collaboration that you are expecting between Nigeria and the United States in prosecuting the war against terrorism in Nigeria? Do you have a different idea of how this should go?
I think it should be very comprehensive. Areas of concerns like Borno, Zamfara, Katsina, Kaduna, and a host of other parts of the country should be covered by this operation, so that the situation that a particular part of the country, particularly Sokoto, that has not been as widely reported, having such major security challenges as these other states, would not be kind of the narrative. So I believe that the Nigerian government should seek greater collaboration with many more countries, including the US and others that are willing to help and support in this fight. After all, this transnational issue is not just alone Nigeria. All of this is all over the Sahel, from Cote d'Ivoire, from Mali, to the Niger Republic, to Burkina Faso, and many parts of the Sahel.
Right. And we'll have to say thank you very much for joining us and your insights tonight on the U.S. fights on Sokoto State, your state, where you were former governor. Aminu Tambuwal, former governor of Sokoto State, senator representing Sokoto South Senatorial District.
Thank you so much for listening. I appreciate every one of you that join us on this program. I thank you for your patience. I appreciate you. And I'm going to see you again tomorrow by the grace of Chukwu Kabiama. Tomorrow morning, I will still be online. Then we can have our full program and talk on some issues as we march into the new year. It is all about the new year, preparation of the new year and all that. So wherever you are, please be very careful. Be very careful. Don't just enjoy yourself and forget your mind. Be security conscious no matter what happens. Always be security conscious. I pray that Chukwu Kabiama will lead all of us into the new year. May Chukwu come again and protect you, secure you wherever you are. May Chukwu come again and protect our Prime Minister and our Supreme Amazon Nanigan. Thank you for being to this program. See you tomorrow morning. Good night, everybody. Thank you so much.